The cells of innate immunity are the body's first line of defense against invaders. The innate immune system is a rapid and non-specific response to pathogens and infection. They recognize invaders through pattern recognition receptors, and these sense pathogen-associated molecular patterns and damage-associated molecular patterns. These cells also activate the adaptive response by presenting antigens to T cells. Let's see how each of these cells works. Neutrophils are found in the blood, and their main role is phagocytosis for intracellular killing. Neutrophils phagocytose pathogens, just like how Yoshi eats and digests enemies. In phagocytosis, the cell membrane folds in on itself, forming a bubble that contains the pathogen. This is called a phagosome, which is inside the neutrophil cell. The phagosome then fuses with a lysosome to form a phagolysosome. The lysosome contains digestive enzymes which destroy the pathogen. Neutrophils also release granules that contain antimicrobial substances such as reactive oxygen species that target bacteria and fungi. Net formation involves neutrophils releasing their DNA along with granules, and these form traps, and these trap and kill pathogens. This happens outside the cell. Monocytes are found in the blood, and these have many roles, including phagocytosis and the secretion of chemokines. They are most importantly precursors to other immune cells. When monocytes are recruited to tissues, they differentiate into macrophages or dendritic cells. Monocytes are kind of like Diddy Kong because they are small, flexible, and a supportive character. Diddy Kong is also not as big and strong as macrophages or dendritic cells. Macrophages are tissue resident, meaning they live in the tissue and are specialized in each tissue. For example, Kupffer cells in the liver, mesangial cells in bone, and Langerhans cells in epidermis of the skin. The main roles are phagocytosis, antigen presentation through MHC2, tissue repair, and cellular cleanup. Macrophages are kind of like Donkey Kong, strong, protective, and a continuously present defender. Imagine the macrophages of Donkey Kong and the pathogens are barrels. Donkey Kong picks up a barrel and smashes it, just like how macrophages swallow a pathogen and then destroy it. Eosinophils are mainly found in the blood. They degranulate, and that means those sacs or granules inside the cell fuse with the cell membrane, and this makes them release their contents into the surroundings. The granules contain growth factors, enzymes, and cytokines, so by releasing these things, eosinophils can help combat parasitic infections and mediate allergic responses. Eosinophils aren't always present though. However, they do show up in parasitic infections or allergic reactions, just like how Wario shows up in chaotic circumstances. Wario is known for his Vater sacs. Similarly, eosinophils release enzymes, growth factors, and cytokines, leading to reactions like hay fever and asthma. Basophils are like eosinophils, and they are also found in the blood, and their main roles are combating parasitic infections and the modulation of immune response, again by degranulation or release of contents of granules. Waluigi is a great example of what basophils are like. They are rare and misunderstood. They like to overreact to events such as causing allergic reactions to pollen. Waluigi and Wario often come as a pair, just like basophils and eosinophils, which are both involved in allergic reactions and parasitic infections. Closely related to this are mast cells, but these are found in tissue rather than in the blood. They function similar to basophils, releasing histamine and other substances, and these substances are things such as cytokines and leukotrienes. These help them to combat parasites and participate in allergic reactions. They also have a role in the promotion of wound healing. They are like Princess Peach because they often call for help using cytokines, and they also make a big disruption, causing inflammation. Natural killer cells, or NK cells, are found in tissues. They kill virus-infected cells and tumour cells that lack MHC1 on their surface. This is through the release of perforins or cytotoxic granzymes. They are like bob-ombs because they are often triggered once they encounter a player or cell without MHC1. When they release cytotoxic granules, they induce apoptosis in infected or tumorous cells, like how bob-ombs explode to cause damage to surroundings. And finally, we have dendritic cells, and these bridge the gap between the innate and adaptive immune responses. They are found in tissues, blood, and the lymphatic system. Dendritic cells capture and process antigens, then travel to lymph nodes to activate T cells, and this jumpstarts the adaptive immune response. Think of it like Toad giving star power to another Mario character. Star power is similar to an antigen or peptide. Before star power, the character has low power, but afterwards they are activated to be able to attack enemies so much more efficiently.